Democratic Senator Robert Menendez of New Jersey joins me live from Capitol Hill. Senator, thanks for joining us. Some pretty strong allegations. How confident are you that BP did indeed help get al-Megrahi released in exchange for drilling rights off the Libyan coast?
Well, we see published reports and correspondence from BP to the British Justice Minister, Jack Straw, that basically said the lack of the prisoner transfer is going to put a roadblock in our deal, our $900 million deal to drill oil off the Libyan coast. So when you look at that, and when you look at the fact, in addition to that, that the doctors that made the analysis of al-Megrahi's health were ultimately taken care of by the Libyan government to get the best possible analysis to give him the opportunity to be released from prison. You have some really strong evidence here that really requires the type of inquiry and pressure by our government to make sure that a terrorist bomber convicted who was in jail doesn't live in the lap of luxury and flaunt our whole system of justice, as well as send a message to international terrorism that you can commit a terrorist act, kill 189 Americans, and end up, being celebrated in Libya.
There are a few people who would disagree with that statement, but just about a half an hour ago, I had Bert Ammerman on. His brother was lost in Pan Am 103, and here's what he said. He said, look, you can talk about investigating BP and the Libyans and the British government, but ultimately, Megrahi would never have been released without at least the tacit approval of the U.S. government. And in fact, we need to also look at what happened within the United States and within those chains. Do you agree with that? Where should this investigation go?
Well, first of all, it was the British government that, working with the Scottish government, that released al-Megrahi. He was in their possession and custody in a jail. So they made that decision. It was a decision. Are you saying, though,
Senator, that the United States could have had no influence on that? I guess that was his point.
Well, as far as I know, show me the evidence where the United States would have had a effort to try to release al-Megrahi. It would make no sense for the United States to want to release al-Megrahi. So it seems very clear to me that what happened here is that the British government ultimately allowed al-Megrahi to leave, and there were obviously business considerations here with BP. That should come fully to the light. Let's have all of those documents be disclosed. Let's have BP disclosed totally, and let's come to a real clear understanding. And if, in fact, al-Megrahi is going to live, as the doctors now suggest, maybe 10 years, he should be brought back into prison.
Let me switch gears, if I can, for a moment and ask you about this war of words between the Republicans and the Democrats in Congress, claiming the other guys are killing jobs, hurting the economy. Let me play for you just a little bit of what the House Minority Leader had to say earlier today.
The Democrats say they're focused on jobs, but they can't even fulfill the basic responsibilities of governing, like doing a budget or passing a troop funding bill to take care of our troops. They're in full retreat. But they're hoping on a lame duck session so that they can continue their job-killing agenda.
Are the Democrats, Senator, in full retreat?
Not at all. What we are, especially here in the Senate, is facing Republican filibusters, which are opposition to moving all of our job-creating agenda ahead. It's amazing when we had the HIRE Act to incentivize the small business community to hire more people, when we want to do unemployment extensions for those people who are trying to find a job but can't, when we try to pass the tax extenders bill, which is a jobs bill, create over 1 million jobs. All they do is say no and vote no, and in doing so obstruct the passage of job-creating legislation. Now, if there's anyone in retreat on the job front, it's the Republicans who want to kill every initiative, with the incredible philosophy of that when we make the Democrats and President Obama fail, we will win electorally. In the interim, they are killing jobs in this country, and that is a sad shame.
Senator Robert Menendez of New Jersey, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.